Welcome to our first of vlogs from the NRF Expo 2016. Now today we've been at the show and seen a number of different and interesting technologies. I think the first of these was one by IBM and their showcasing of Watson and their use of cognitive technology. Now what that's doing is pulling together a number of different information sources across social media, and gaining interest in terms of what people have been speaking about, what content they've been sharing, what sort of social platforms they're on, to get a picture of what their customer is interested in and really drill down into giving them targeted messages from the retailer. The next thing that Watson's been doing as well is using technology on their website, enabled to ask questions based on the answers that have been given previously in order to get down to a targeted product list. Now we'll be able to show you some of this in action now.
This is a much more complete picture of Anna as well as the existing sales data that they have in their system. So again, this is just one profile. They have about 650.
So showing some examples. In this demo, we type in that I'm going to the Jackson Hole in February. And it's interesting to note that we haven't set a weather condition. We haven't said we need to cook for freezing temperatures. We've said a place and a time, and it's going to pull what that means in a moment. Then it asks us our next question, are you looking for a men's or a women's jacket? What's interesting to note is this isn't a line of questions, it's not a list. It asks the next logical question to narrow down recommendations. So say that you gave a compound answer and already mentioned gender, you would not be asked this question.
And this is using Watson as the engine to drive the answers.
So for Watson, it's understanding the answers to the questions in order to compare them. So we type in it's for my son. So we didn't type in men's either, but it understands son. We're looking at the men's catalog. And it starts pulling external weather information about the Jackson Hole in February. So Jackson Hole in February is a weather condition. It pulls that weather data to make conclusions about what we need. And we can review what insights it's gathered from our answers by pressing review our conversation. So we see that Jackson Hole in February is freezing with light wind. If there's some insight that we want deleted, if we want a more broad category, we can delete things there.
Icy snap.
Icy blast. Yeah, Americans have very different terms for the weather than we have in England. We've noticed.
That could be adjusted. In terms of pressing into jackets, we see these are high match jackets from what we put in so far. When we click on them, we see what we're looking for compared side by side to the features of the jacket. So if we're looking for freezing and light wind, that jacket is best for that. It has additional features to be put through the product page if you so choose. But it's comparing, really showing why that jacket was recommended to increase customer confidence and help them make their decision. But say that you want to narrow down more, you can continue answering questions. You can either have a large compound answer on what you're looking for or answer one by one. So you can narrow down that way. And it repopulates your suggestions, your recommendations each time you have an answer. So just to summarize all the things that it's putting in, it put down that it wanted a blue jacket for skiing with down and heavy filling. So now it's shown that now that we've gotten very specific, we can see that some matches are medium matches, so they fit some but not all of the requirements, but most of them. And there's one very, very high match. So for what they're looking for, that's the best jacket to fit their needs.
RFID tags is nothing new in retail, but today we've seen a number of providers who are utilising RFID tags connected to product and bringing in additional communications through NFC. So bringing in lookbooks about that product that you've picked up. It might be additional information or other colours or sizes that you could order about that product, and projecting that information up onto either a big screen or a tablet device in store. So this is definitely coming through a lot more now. It's how this is then deployed by retailers. At the show today, we've also seen a number of providers with iBeacon technology and their use of this and how to bring in lots of additional customer information so that when that customer walks into the store assistant is sent a message to say that they've arrived, and also all associated information about what they might have purchased previously, what their likes and interests might be, so that the store assistant has the opportunity either upsell and give them that personalised experience whilst being able to bring in lots of online content. Other technologies we've seen today about the in-store changing room. Now, what they've been showcasing today is the ability to take product into the changing room, and say if you wanted to request a different size, a different colour, the ability to press a button or press a tablet device from within the changing room to request this from your store assistant without the embarrassing factor of having to pop your head round the changing room door without many clothes on. but be able to request someone to just come straight to you. Now this is proving really interesting in retail. It'll be interesting to see how some of the retailers take this on.
Name in there reserved. And then let's say Claire comes, she wants to try something on, right? So I say, hi, I'm Zoe, what's your name? Claire. Claire, if you need any help, you can just press the button on the inside of the door.
Okay.
You can see this button is red because we've sensed that Claire's inside of the room, right? So it's occupied now. So Claire's there, I can put her name here on the iPad. I can put how many items, right? She's got 4 items. So now I can look easily here. If someone else comes in, I say, okay, this fitting room's empty, this one's reserved, this one's got Claire inside of it. Then if Claire needs another item, a different size, she pushes her call button. Shows up here, flashes here, I get an alert on my radio, I can come over and grab her another size, you know, whatever. So then we also store the data from all that.
So some of the weirdest things we've seen today: chicken flavoured chocolate, and also robotic sales assistants. Don't know why you'd want to introduce those. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this roundup of day 1 at the Expo, and we hope to bring you some more interesting insights tomorrow. Thanks.